What's up Saab fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are just going to go with the flow. I have a few ideas what I want to do in today's episode, but we will see what happens. As you can see right here, the engine block has got a little bit of silver paint on it, so it looks a little bit cleaned up, and now you will see if there are any oil leaks or anything like that, you will see it really soon, and you will probably notice where it comes from easier than if it would have been black. And we are going to clean some engine parts, because in the last video I got some tips on how to clean engine parts with a really cheap and effective method. So we're going to have a look at that, and by the end of this video I think we should at least have this car up in the air, and next time it's touching ground it will probably be rear wheel driven, if not anything else happens along the road. I just noticed this right here. It has an JR air filter from Speed Parts, and this is heavy shit. It says that this car is equipped with a sport air filter, and you have to clean it and do the oiling of the filter according to the specification. And here you have the JR, and if this isn't clear enough, this is internet high-tech stuff. So here we have the engine block. Looks somewhat kind of clean. I have not spent a million hours, but I painted it a little bit quicker today. And here we have the little cleaning bath. So this is from the local Fast and the Furious store, and I have tried it a little bit and it works so well. So there you have the article number. It's from the Swedish Biltema store, and I have mixed it 50-50 with water, and I have just cleaned the old fuel rail, which had a bit of gunk on it, also this wheel, and this could be reused over and over again until it losing its power. I also used it for the sprockets. You can see the camshaft sprockets on the right has been cleaned, and they have only been laying down or dipped down in this cleaner or degreaser or whatever it is for I would say 5 hours, something like that. Then just pick them up, just wipe them off, and they came out so clean. And this is before. So we are going to do the same with the piston and rods. This has a lot of burnt in oil and stuff on them. So this will probably come out really clean before I have used other methods, but it has been taking a lot of chemicals and stuff to get it right. Now hopefully we can just dip them down, let them sit for overnight or for some hours, and then when we come back and pick them up, we could just scrub them off a little bit with a brush, and hopefully they will come out clean. So we will start today's episode by just taking them apart, removing all the piston rings, and just split them up. I had a look on the bearings when I picked them apart, and everything looks really good. Everything is working like it should, so this will be a really nice upgrade to the new engine. So this should not be too hard. I have taken apart the first piston and rod, but the piston rings, you just take one end, bend it out and keep it pulling out so you don't scratch the piston on the side. And there you have it. These often break when you pick them apart, like so. They are a little bit fragile after some laps in the engine bay. This one should split up somewhere. Like so, all the rings off. So remember this view right here. Gotta take a photo for the gram as well. But remember this picture right here. So now everybody in the pool, I don't care if you can swim, you just have to get in. We will try to fish everything up later. So that's how you make a piston and rod soup. Now it's done. Just let it cook for like 8 hours and it will be done. So meanwhile the soup is cooking, I think it's appropriate to start to jack up the car, take the wheels off and find a good place to stack the wheels up, because I don't want them in the way for a little while. Maybe we could make some room for them in the corner right there. And as I said, next time this car is touching ground, I hope it's rear-wheel drive. So let's start by jacking up the car and taking off the wheels. This is pretty much where all the fun begins. As I said before, there is some work that needs to be done. I knocked a little bit around here and you can see it's a little bit crusty over there we have a little hole. So I'm gonna remove the inner fender. This needs to go. This is like the first part that I remove on all my builds almost, because I like to roll the fenders. This didn't look too bad. We have a little bit of the like classic rust back here. This is so standard. It doesn't look too bad though. I think we can like grind this down and get it looking pretty good. Same with the dog leg. This is such a classic. I have done this repair before where it has been totally broken and crusted up, so we can fix almost everything. It's no issues. So now we are going to go around and lube up like all bolts that needs to be detached the following days. Like for the rear axle, which I'm really keen on getting off, and getting everything to like fit and see how it looks against the differential. And the rear drive shafts would be really interesting, and to just start to clean this off. So we are going to remove the side skirts as well to see if there are some more rust, and to be able to fix the dog leg. And the rear, not the rear, I'm getting tired already, but the front brakes needs to be upgraded in order to get the car approved as a redone car. I don't know, I can't find a word for it, but to have it like legal as a modified car build, if you don't change the front axle and the suspension and everything, you need to upgrade the brakes. So that's something that we are going to do. I have not chosen which brakes I should go with, but there are a few to choose from. And we also need to upgrade the main brake cylinder in order to get that approval. So yeah, the car is a little bit crusty here and there, but it has been sitting around. Everything was disassembled on the car except the backrest on the car. I don't know why, but that needs to come off as well while we're at it. Oh, this was almost gone. The easy parts first. And now we are going to go a little bit more heavy. So we should try to disassemble the hood. This cover I should take off first, so we can see where the line goes for the window washers. this is how far I have come right now. My brain is cooking. We have had like a heat record this day, and right now in the garage the watch isn't working, but we have like 25 degrees Celsius in the garage and 60% humidity, and I'm just toasted. I have removed the front bumper. It was a long time. I don't think I have ever removed like a 9.5 2000 front bumper. It's a little bit different, but not that hard. And removed the hood so we can see the engine really nice. I have never experienced like the engine bay with this much lighting before. I have always had the hood on tilt, hence why I got this light right here, but anyways, don't have this bright nice light, so this will be epic for the build. We'll be able to see really nice and fit everything. My concern right now is I would like to remove this front crash beam, but my brain is cooking right now, so I can't find bolts or anything. I don't know if it's possible to like unbolt it or if it's like welded or something. I have to sleep on this, and same goes for this right here. This would have been really nice to be able to cut open or something to remove, so I can just lift the engine a little bit and then slightly pull it out. Would make it a whole lot easier. Either way, if this can't be unbolted, I might just cut it off and then weld it back together when everything is done, because there is going to be so much with the engine in and out and in and out, and together with the gearbox, and have everything fitted correctly. So just makes it more efficient to just remove it, so we get a really nice access to the engine bay. And we will let the soup cook until tomorrow. Right now it's midnight and you can't see anything. It's a mirror, but they are cooking down there for sure. So tomorrow the first thing we will do, take out the brush and lift them up and do a comparison from before and after. But right now I need to get some well-needed sleep, so see you tomorrow. And back with new energy in the garage. So I'm very keen on to see how this worked out. So I will set up the camera and we will pick one up and see how it looks. Safety first, sometimes. Look at this. And the sides were like covered with burnt-in oil, and here it's all like loose. So I will take a detailing brush and just wipe it off a little bit carefully. And this is like barely no touching at all, just a little bit to get it like out of the grooves and everything. but this looks really promising for the little time that it has been inside the bath. If you have like problems, you can let it sit for like hours or days even. It doesn't hurt the material. I should get something to clean this off. This looks really good for being like almost nothing at all. You can see on this one we still have some burnt in gunk still left. But inside it looks so clean. And on the sides as well. So this, probably you can let it sit for longer, or you just take it like it is. This is like very easy to just scuff off. Fantastic result, I would say, for the amount of energy that you put in. You just drop them in. So this bath right here was a real success. I took a little bit of Scotch-Brite just to show off how clean you can get it. And you can see the article number and everything just perfect. So here you have a complete set of one piston and a rod. And it looks like brand new to me. So this will be machined off on the edge. So a little bit of it will disappear, but this is clean. So thanks for the tip, Micke. It worked out super nice, and I hope a lot of you watching can use this method as well when you're cleaning engine parts and stuff like that. So this, like, it's a high pressure washer shampoo or degreaser or whatever you should call it, to be able to clean the engine bay really nicely, and it worked amazing on internal engine parts. So now back to the car, and I don't want like parts everywhere, so we should take it a little bit careful, but I think we will remove the rear bumper and also the side skirts today. So to remove the rear bumper, you just undo this screw right here and one 10mm in the bottom. Then we have the trunk, and here the previous owner had started to do some welding and fixing. So this barrel right here is going to be cut away, and we will have a straight floor, because this will be the place where the tank will sit. And as you can see, we have a hole right there, but it isn't too bad actually. Some surface rust right here. This might need to be like grinded down and primed up. But on the left side it looks pretty clean. So from the inside of the wheel well, it looks much worse. But we will fix that, no problem. Of course the rust will be taken care of. As I have said before, we will not drive around in a piece of junk. We will try to do it as clean as possible, but this is probably the worst, and it isn't that bad. So the rear bumper sits with two 16mm nuts down here. So you remove them, then just pull this side out, and you can just move it backwards. Doesn't look too crusty from the rear either. So this will be really nice to have out of the way when we are trying to mock up the differential and everything. So I'm going to remove the rear inner fender to get access to the rust behind and see how it looks. And this just sits with these plastic nuts that always break. They are always so crusty, so no need to like count them because they will break. And as I said before, this looks really terrible from the inside, but it's not so bad when you just sort things out. And here we still have some material left. It's not crusted through, so this will also be nice for the project, so we don't have to focus on like rust fixing for the most part. Like I said, they break. There were three of them, and none of them were up to the tank. A lot of rust falling out and dirt, but not too bad. Said I've seen a lot worse, so this is the only like hole into the body. So this will be an easy fix. It's quite a flat surface, so we will just cut out the sheet metal big enough to remove some of the rust, and then it will be treated. Got the other side off, and it's looking really nice actually. From a car that's 22 years old, you can expect some rust, of course, but this side will be an easy one to fix. And I also removed the front ones. It looks really good. The visible parts are a little bit crusty, and here you can see it's bolted in. Yep, and there you have it. It's loose. But otherwise, I think this will be really nice. Not too bad at all. So this is a great start of the project. So until next episode, I want your comments and thoughts. I need to remove the front crash beam. So I think it's like welded in from factory. I can't see any bolts. It has been like pressed together and welded right here. So I need to cut that off or make some type of bolt pattern so I can bolt it in and bolt it out easily. Comment what you think. Also regarding this one, like the hood latches, these can be screwed out, but I want to have like this bar right here gone, so I can easily put in and out the engine and fix the new like engine mounts and everything that needs to be done later on. So comment down below what your thoughts are. Give the video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!